Tony Watson is a singer and songwriter who knows the power of the story. When you hear the music and the lyrics of his songs, you'll hear songs of life and love and victories and defeats. But all of those songs lead you to the feet of Jesus. Today you'll meet Tony Watson here on Babbie's House. Stay with me. Babbie's House is coming to you right now.
Babbie's house, Babbie's house. Every day is filled with possibility. At Babbie's house, Babbie's house. Everybody is family. Welcome to Babbie's house.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Babbie's House. Thanks for joining me today. I'm your host, Babbie Mason, and Babbie's House is a wonderful show where you'll be encouraged, you'll be blessed by our wonderful guests, and today is no different. Tony Watson is our guest today, and he is a fine singer and songwriter and who has recorded lots of music, and all of his songs have a beautiful thing in common, and that is that they tell great stories. I love songs that tell great stories of real life, and all of those songs lead you right to Jesus. You're going to meet Tony Watson in just a moment. He's a part of the Artist Music Guild and all the things that wonderful organization is up to, and we're going to hear all about that in just a little bit. But right now, I want to sing a wonderful song that's great praise and worship. A song, you talk about a story. This is a wonderful story of how the prophet Elijah prayed down fire on the top of Mount Carmel, and Jesus showed himself real. Let's sing about it. Let your fire fall. Let your fire fall. Let your fire fall down. Let your fire fall down. We hear your spirit call. Hear your spirit call. And we will answer you now. We will answer you now. Set our hearts aflame. Set our hearts aflame. In your name. So let it fall. Let it fall. Let your fire fall down. Let your fire fall down. Let your fire fall. Let your fire fall. Let your fire fall down. Let your fire fall down. We hear your spirit call. Your spirit call. And we will answer you now. We will answer you now. Set our hearts aflame. Set our hearts aflame. In your name. So let it fall. Let it fall. Let your fire fall down. Let your fire fall down. We were a dry and thirsty land, so in need of your touch. So we prayed for the latter rain, and you have rained on us. Now we feel the wind of the Spirit, setting our hearts ablaze. How we long for revival's fire, moving in this place. Yeah, so let your fire fall. Let your fire fall. Let your fire fall down. Let your fire fall down. We hear your spirit calling. And we will answer you now. We will answer you now. Set our hearts aflame. Set our hearts aflame. In your name. So let it fall. Let it fall. Let your fire fall down. Let your fire fall down. We heard about the way you moved in Elijah's day, when fire fell from heaven and consumed the sacrifice they made. I lay myself on the altar, Lord, as a sacrifice. Let your fire fall on me and consume my life. So let it fall. Let your fire fall down. Let your fire fall down. Let your fire fall down on me. 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 Let your fire, yes, let it fall, Jesus. Let your fire fall down. I need a fresh touch from you, Jesus. Yes, let it fall. Let your fire fall down. Let your fire fall. Let your fire fall. Let your fire fall down. We hear your spirit call. And we will answer you now. Set our hearts aflame. In your name. So let it fall. Let your fire fall down. Let your fire fall down. So let it fall on me, Jesus. Let your fire fall down. Let your fire fall down. Let your fire fall down on me. Let your fire fall down on me. Let your fire fall. Yes, let it fall. Let your fire fall down. Fire from heaven. Oh, touch my life with your spirit. Fire from heaven. Oh, let it fall. Fall down on me.
Welcome back to the show. Tony Watson is my guest today. Tony is a singer, songwriter, a performer, and a person who loves to encourage people. And his music, the songs that he writes and those that he sings are great stories, and stories of life and love and pain and victory and defeat. Real stuff. You know what I'm talking about? Real life stuff. Will you help me to welcome to Babbie's house Tony Watson? My friend, it's good to see you today.
Nice to see you.
Thank you for being on the show.
Thank you for having me.
Amen. So, Tony, how did you get started in music?
I think I was born into it, actually. Just started playing as a small kid, percussions at 8. And so all through school, I just continued to play in bands and worked my way into the orchestra even, so.
What section did you play in?
Percussion.
Mm-hmm. Our son's a drummer, a percussionist, so we know about all the noisemakers.
Oh, yeah. It's tremendous.
It's my favorite section.
And I was a timpanist.
Well, my son who plays clarinet he'd differ with that. So I like the woodwinds too.
Oh, yes.
But percussion's for those, of us that play keys and all the noisemakers and drums and stuff like that. So how did you hear the call to take that step of faith, that leap from, say, playing in the band, to stepping out front and started singing the songs that you were writing and really putting your music and your song in the spotlight?
That's interesting. Around 75, right around 1975, I decided that I had all these songs in my head, but no way to really produce them without learning an instrument that I could do so. So I picked up the guitar, and from there it's just history. I just started writing songs one after the other after the other.
That's amazing.
And I still have a pile, and I'm working my way through them.
Yeah. Well, as a creative person, I don't know that you ever get to the bottom of that pile.
No, because I keep writing new ones.
You keep writing new ones.
And I'm working with other people who are writing. I'm working with a guy in Brazil, and I've worked with a lady in Ireland and another guy in Scotland, and so it just keeps going.
Well, how do you find these international relationships?
Well, a lot of them I find through my record label, which is Star One Records, and we have a new label now called Shine On, which is our inspirational label, and so it builds. And so it's all for independent artists. People can join for free, and we get their music out there through our Music One radio, which is on 24/7.
Hey, awesome.
So there's always some Tony Watson on the air, guaranteed.
Yes, guaranteed.
Yes.
Well, what are we going to hear today?
I'm going to do my song that I had written, and it was produced by Bill McDermott in Nashville at the Omni. And I'm the co-producer, and the story has it that I'm the first time he let somebody co-produce. So he and I worked really well together. It was like automatic, bam.
Yeah.
And so we took this song that I'd been massaging for 30 years, and this is one of the first songs that I had really written. And so we did it. And so the second song is Carbon Copy, written by a very good friend of mine, Joey Cirsano, who had the band the Silver Condors back in the 80s, did some Super Bowl stuff. And so one day I came to Joey and I said, you know, I'd really love to do Carbon Copy. He says, I never thought you'd ask. I was
He was
floored.
waiting on you.
I was floored. I mean, he'd been on all
Yeah.
these TV shows and all these
Yeah.
bands and was, you know.
You like to sing and write songs that have a beautiful storyline.
Right.
So you know the power of a story. Why is it that your heart seems to gravitate to the great story?
Well, I think it has a lot to do with your faith base. And so, you know, always thinking about things as far as, what would God think about that? Or, you know, where's my spirit leading me to in this song? It wakes me up in the middle of the night to write a song. And where does that come from? Only God, I think, knows. He's sending us messages all the time.
Amen. He's inspiring us all the
And
time.
it's waking me up and saying, get up, you got to write a song.
I know it.
Today?
Today, right
I'm
now,
tired.
at 3 o'clock in the
No,
morning?
you're not too tired.
That's right.
Yeah, we got forever together. So.
We got to follow that inspiration
Right.
anytime it hits us, right?
Right.
So how did you come to know the Lord Jesus?
I'm sort of the Paul experience.
He had to knock you off your horse?
Yeah, I mean, I was always going to church growing up. My grandmother, God rest her soul, always had me in church, and my parents. And so as a teenager, I was struggling with this back and forth. And finally, at about 28 years old, one day he just puts me on the floor and says, you're mine now. And that was February 3rd, 1983, 2 p.m. I know exactly when.
Wow, now
Yeah.
that's very significant that
Yeah.
you remember not only the day and the year, but the hour. It was that
Exactly.
significant.
That's significant.
So you live in Pittsburgh,
Yes.
and do you get a chance to serve in your local church? Do you sing there? Do you sing around town? Do you?
I do.
How do you promote your music? How do you get the word out about your music?
However I can. And so right now I'm working with the Artist Music Guild on the promotional, which is what got me here. And thank you, David L. Cook.
Absolutely.
Who does
Thank
a
you,
great
David.
job for us. I
He
mean,
really
phenomenal,
does. He sends us some
phenomenal.
great artists. A lot of the artists that you see here on Babbie's House, David Cook sends us from the Artist Music Guild.
He's something else. And I'd like to think that, you know, this is going to grow. And it's a great thing for the young artists to know that, you know, we're out there being promoted in a certain way, and you know, anything's possible because
Yes.
I'm here with you,
Absolutely, and we're so glad.
and I'm very pleased.
I want you to tell us how we can get in touch with you, get your music through your website. Give us your web address.
The best place to get a hold of me and my music is on my label site, which is STAR*1 ENT.com/Tony-Watson/audio if you want to go to the music.
Very good. And we're just so happy that you've come by.
Thank you.
Is there a word of encouragement that you'd like to leave our audience before you sing?
I like to always encourage the young people to, you know, follow your dreams and don't get stuck on the guitar or don't just get stuck on the piano. Try to express yourself on other instruments, you know, and I'm always preaching that because I play a lot of different instruments and I'll try just about anything. And today I'm going to, instead of playing the guitar for you today in one of my songs, Doing the Best, I'm playing the harp.
Oh, isn't
And
that
so I would
beautiful?
say to them, you know, try different things and express yourself in different ways. And try writing songs. Don't be afraid.
Absolutely. That's a great word of encouragement.
Yes.
Well, I'm glad you came by Babbie's house today, my friend. We're looking forward to hearing you sing.
Oh, thank you
And
so
you
much.
get ready for that. You get ready for that as well. And I'm glad that Tony Watson brought up the fact that, you know, you should step out of your comfort zone. If you're a singer or a young writer, or maybe you dream of writing and you want to learn how to express yourself, step out of your comfort zone. Even check out our music conference that I host called The Inner Circle. You can get all that information at Babbie.com. Well, after this break, Tony Watson's going to sing for us, so you stand by for that. After this break, we'll come back with more music here on Babbie's House. Thanks for coming back to the show. Tony Watson is going to sing for us in just a moment, but I want you to reach out to me, if you will, at Babbie.com and let me know that you've seen the show. Well, I want you to enjoy this beautiful music and our very special guest. Let's go back to the music set and welcome back to Babbie's house, Tony Watson.
This morning, yeah, she was lying on the floor. Yeah, she's a lady, a fine lady now. My heart belongs to you, yeah, and I always will be true. Yeah, well, I woke her to tell her that I didn't mean what I said. Yeah, she turned her head and smiled at me, and this is what she said. Yeah, and I'm doing, and I'm doing the best that I can. Yeah, and I'm doing, and I'm doing the best that I can. Yeah, doing the very best that I can. Yeah, doing the very best that I can. Yeah, and I'm doing the best, the very best that I can. Yeah, woo! She's a lady in her own right, yeah, and I understand my fear. Yeah, pretty nice, love your tender touch, and I love you through the years, yeah, and giving up the one you love and seeing them into eternity, yeah, and I'm doing, and I'm doing the best that I can, yeah, and I'm doing, and I'm doing the best that I can, yeah, doing the very best that I can, yeah, doing the very best that I can, yeah, and I'm doing the best, the very best that I can, yeah, woo! Well, I saw her this morning, yeah, she was lying on the floor, yeah, she's a lady, a fine lady now, my heart belongs to you, yeah, and I always will be true, yeah, she's a lady in her own right, yeah, and I understand my fears, yeah, pretty nice, love your tender touch, and love you through the years, yeah, giving up the one you love, and seeing them into eternity, yeah, and I'm doing the best that I can, yeah, and I'm doing the best that I can, yeah, and doing the very best that I can, yeah, and I'm doing the very best that I can, yeah, and I'm doing the very best that I can, woo! Dirty hands and dirty shoes, always had the swing shift blues deep in his eyes. Forever grateful for what he got. He never really had a lot, but he never realized every day we live with the danger that he might not come home alive. But a man's gotta feed his family, even if it means working working at the bottom of a coal mine. Well, the older I get, the more I understand that I'm a carbon copy of my old man. Recap tires on his pickup truck, always breaking down and full of rust. Somehow we made it through. Now the mine's shut down and my daddy's gone, but his memories and what he taught us lives on, and it still rings true. I saw the love that he gave to my mother, how they made it through the good and the bad, how they never gave up on each other, even with what little they had. Well, the older I get, the more I understand that I'm a carbon copy of my old man. And that time passes and life goes on. And I have a son for my home, and my love for him grows forever deep. 'Cause when I look into his eyes, I see my daddy in me. Well, the older I get, the more I understand that I'm a carbon copy of my old man. Well, I'm a carbon copy. Well, carbon copy. I'm a carbon copy of my old man.
Tony Watson, my friend, thank you. What a great, great song. That's America right down to the red, white, and blue, my friend.
That's right there.
Thank you so very much for being on the show.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely. And to you, my dear friend, thank you so very much for watching Babbie's House today. We always endeavor to encourage you in the Lord. Hey, will you reach out to me and go to my website at babbie.com. And while you're there, you'll see some things that might be of interest to you. Of course, my books and music. I speak, I sing, I travel the world, encouraging men and women. A lot of women's conferences. I speak and lead worship, and maybe I can come to a city near you. All that information is there. I also host music conferences for up-and-coming singers and songwriters. Maybe you dream of recording your own record, you're not really sure how to get started, or writing songs, you're not really sure how to do that. Check out all of that there at the inner circle. There's an icon there. Just click on that, and you'll get more information. Well, thank you, my friend, for watching today. May the Lord bless you real good. And thanks again for watching Babbie's House. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye for now.